Hey everybody, it's Josh again. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we trekked through our third dungeon, the Forbidden Woods. We got the boomerang, and defeated Calais Demos, and rescued Makar. We then managed to get back to the Deku Tree, performed the ceremony so that they can spread more Deku Trees across the Great Sea, and got Ferora's Pearl, the second of the 3 pearls we need. And in this episode, we are going to change the wind direction to the northwest, because the last pearl we need is just that way. Oh, it was already pointing northwest. Whoops. So I played the Wind's Requiem for nothing.
The adventure continues!
Alright, time to set sail. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and skip through this, considering sailing can take a while. Alright, we are now in a square just northwest of the Forest Haven. So it's 1 square west of Bomb Island. This is the private oasis. And that's because someone's private home is on this island. And he's telling you about the Triumph Forks or something. Now, there's really nothing you can do on this island right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go past it. Also, you notice there's a flock of seagulls over there. When you see a flock of seagulls in the Great Sea like that, well, right now we're going to avoid them because, spoiler, if you do sit down into those, it'll trigger a mini-boss fight. And if you haven't been spending rupees like I have, then chances are your wallet is probably full to the max by now. So we're going to go ahead and avoid that flock of seagulls. I also forgot to mention that the reward for defeating that specific mini-boss is 100 rupees. Alright, coming up on this square, we have sailed 1 square west of the private oasis. So right here, this is Southern Triangle Island, the second of the Triangle Islands. Kind of like Eastern Triangle Island. And he's just giving you a hint about the photographer on Windfall. You will also notice that this island is surrounded by new enemies called Sea Hats, which are bigger versions of Pea Hats. And they can be very annoying, so we're going to go ahead and avoid them. You will also kind of notice here that as soon as it turns morning again, it kind of plays the daytime music from Majora's Mask. Considering this game also has a day and night cycle. Alright, now coming up on this square is 1 square west of Southern Triangle Island. Just right next to it, we have Stonewatcher Island. And kind of like the private oasis, this one is also going to be important later. Something about the Triumph Forks, blah blah blah. Like I said, this island is not important right now. So we're going to go ahead and skip that one too. Alright, now coming up ahead, that is our next destination with those rock spires with the cloud above it. That is Greatfish Isle. That is going to be our next destination.
Alright.
Look, Link, do you see it? What has happened to this place? And all of a sudden starts storming. Because it looks like Greatfish Isle has been destroyed. What is the meaning of this? The island, it's... We are too late. I knew we had precious little time, but I never suspected how little. A great water spirit named Jabun once lived here, but no sign of him remains. Oh there, Link! Wait, there is someone here! It's the real superhero of the American people! The postman! Dang it, I was expecting to get struck by lightning. We'd be eating good tonight. So, you're here. I've been looking for you. Are you by chance seeking the great spirit Jabun? Sorry to report to you that Jabun can no longer be found here. Just look at how this place has been torn to pieces. I suppose this too is the work of the Shadow in the Forsaken Fortress. But fear not. Jabun was able to flee this island before it was attacked. He is in a safer abode now. Would you like to guess where that abode may be? On the island where you were born. On Outset. Yet even if you were to go to Outset now, you would not be able to see Jabun. The cave where he hides is sealed with a mighty stone slab that repels all to try to pass it, while not even the pirates with their mighty ship could get in. I must apologize, Link. I thought if anyone would know of your whereabouts, it would be the pirates. I told them this tale without so much as a thought of the consequences. I don't know what they hoped to get, but they immediately set sail for Outside Island and tried to break it. Oh, no. Now I know why they're trying to break into the cave. They're trying to get the pearl. And you know why. Because they're pirates. It was lucky they could not gain entrance. I've heard that they were last spotted on Windfall Island. But doing what, I do not know. If you wish to see Jabun, I think you better search for the pirates on Windfall. What an eerie isle this is. Everywhere else, both clear skies and calm seas, but this place suffers under dark clouds and rain. Baloo must have been right when he asked me to bring word of Jabun to you. He called this island cursed. I have a counsel against trying to stay here longer than you have to. But that is your decision. I've told you of Jabun, so my task is complete. Well, thanks, postman. And now we can go and talk to the King of Red Lions again. So Jabun has survived. The sea spirit has lived through the trials of many long years. He must have caught wind of Ganon's attack beforehand. We are to believe the words of the Rito postman that the pirates know something about the cave where Jabun hides. Why don't we first go to Windfall and search for them there? Now, both of them actually say there's nothing to do here, but I do actually know of one thing we could do here. Thankfully, it's a very quick thing. So the first thing we gotta do is go up to this spiral mountain. No reference to Banjo-Kazooie. We gotta make our way all the way to the top of this mountain. And you will notice there's also a Korok here that has a sprout that is dying, which is part of another side quest, but we won't be dealing with him right now. Instead, since the wind direction is always pointing the right way, I'm gonna go ahead and drink my blue potion to refill my magic power here. Because we're gonna need to use our Deku Leaf to sail to where that important item is. You'll want to use your Deku Leaf to make it all the way over to this cave over here. And there's a treasure chest inside. What's in it? I'll give you a hint. It's a piece of something. A piece of heart! Alright, so that's pretty much the only thing you can do on this island. Now we're gonna have to swim all the way back to the King of Red Lions. Like I mentioned before, swimming in this game kind of sucks. Choking. Your nose and mouth are clearly above the water. Okay, now it's time to change the wind direction. Because from here, Windfall Island is northeast. So it's time to set sail northeast. You notice it starts raining and lightning no matter where you go in the Great Sea now, and it's kind of playing the Great Sea curse version of the theme. Ah, great. We got some new enemies. These shark-like guys with rock heads, which are called Gjorks. And I already see the mapfish. Thankfully the shark goes away when you go near the mapfish. Imagine the mapfish would get eaten by those Gjorks. But anyways, stopping here to get the mapfish for this square. This square is one square or northeast of Greatfish Isle. It's basically between Windfall and Greatfish. This is Tingle Island. And this is the island where you could go talk to Tingle if you want to, if you're such a fanatic about him. And again, this island is not very important right now, so we're going to go ahead and skip this island and make our way back to Windfall. I also just realized I forgot to get the mapfish for Greatfish Isle. So we'll be doing that a little bit later. Alright, we now made it back to Windfall Island. There's the pirate ship. It's just as the postman told us. The pirate ship has stopped here to avoid drawing the attention of the towns. What do you mean to stop drawing attention from the townsfolk? The ship is in plain sight. I mean, wouldn't that guy that's up on the hill by the tombstone see it? I know not what they are researching, but they hope to get their hands on Jabun's sacred gem. I doubt they would tell you anything new directly if you were to ask them. I think you should try to find out what the pirates are up to without them finding out about you. So where the pirates are in that shop up ahead. That is the bomb shop. So what the thing they're doing is they're trying to get bombs from the bomb shop owner. And if you tried to get bombs from this guy earlier, he charges you like the launch price of a Switch 2 for a freaking bomb. I am dead serious. But anyway, now the pirates have probably taken over his shop. And you can't go through the front door because they've locked the door. And the reason you can't go to the pirate ship right now is because if you try to go there, you're going to be stopped and asked for a password. And this has driven a lot of people, especially people like my sister who like to skip over cutscenes, nuts because they skip this cutscene where they tell you the password right here in the bomb shop. They tied up the bomb shop owner. Serves him right. Look, don't be mad at us. It's not our fault that we absolutely gotta have bombs to get the treasure we're after. How about you just think of it as payback for the nasty little monopoly you've been running here, yeah? So I bet you're thinking it was foolhardy to ask pirates to pay such an outrageous price, huh? Yep, I bet you are. You know, Konzo, I still can't get over that bit of fast-talking you pulled to get that information out of the postman. Huh? Oh yeah, that was smooth. Gonzo. I tell you, the minute I set my eyes on that link, I just knew he was hiding something back at Outset, yeah? So when I saw that postman, I just pretended like I was all worried about the kid and stuff. And presto, he spills the beans. Good work, Gonzo. Really. Just top-notch. It's funny, though. I think this is maybe the first time you shown such wit. Such cunning. You know, with your cunning and Miss Tetra's smarts, if you two got married and had a kid, that kid would be the greatest pirate to ever sail the seas. Yep, the greatest. I'm pretty sure that Tetra and Gonzo would never get married. He's even blushing! What the heck? You idiot. Keep your mouth shut, yeah? Don't be so stupid. Miss Tetra, are you listening to this nitwit? Can't you dock and pay or something? Oh, Tetra's pissed. Quit goofing off, both of you. Keep your childish jokes to yourselves and get those bombs back to the ship. The second you're done loading them up or send sail for Outset. What? Miss, we have to leave immediately? But it's been so long since we were on shore. We need to fill our bellies with some good eating, yeah? How about we grow up tonight and shovel tomorrow morning instead? I mean, I'm fine either way, of course. Whatever you say is fine, miss, is what I meant to say. It's just that the boys were so excited to come to town, yeah? And I can't help but think they would be awful hard on them to leave so soon without a proper layover. So, what say we set sail tomorrow, yeah? What do you say, miss? That treasure isn't going anywhere. You're with me, right, boys? Who's up for a night of fun? You're all fools, you know that. You saw that demolished island. You saw that senseless destruction. We have to hurry on to Outset or the same thing could happen there. Huh? Not to be disrespectful, but by the sound of things, you're more worried about that island than the treasure, miss. Don't be ridiculous. I want, you know, the treasure. Oh, I see. She's worried about us, isn't she? Gotta love Tetra. Alright, fine. Have it your way. This is Burger King! We can leave tomorrow, you big babies. But we're setting sail at first light, so no sleeping in, understood? Oi oi! Say there, brother. What was today's password again? Mako, are you serious? You forgot already? You're so useless. Today's password is Swabbies, yeah? Remember? You know that Nico won't let you in if you don't say it exactly right. He's real picky about it, so I'll say it once more. Today's password is Swabbies, yeah? Swabbies, eh? So yes, that is where they tell you the password. Screw you, buddy. Although there is something I want to mention about the password. The password is different every save file. And the funny thing is, it's usually the answer to like a bad pirate joke. Kind of like, who can't walk the plank, and the answer's plankton. Or, the ship's only tooth is A, and the answer's barnacle. Or, what do pirates love more than the sea, and the answer's treasure. Let's see, what's the password? Or the question. Who cleans pirates' ears? So yeah. Oh, and by the way, you gotta say it exactly right. It's case sensitive. So capital S, W, lowercase W, A, B, B, I, E, S. Swabbies. Right. You may enter. And funny thing, we can now enter Miss Tetra's cabin since it's no longer guarded. So, guys, get your notes out, because there's some theories in here. Like, there's a picture of some woman up there. I think that might be Tetra's original ancestor. There's a picture from the legend. And this picture here is kind of a map of the Great Sea. If you notice, Dragon Roost Island, the Forest Haven, and Greatfish Isle, as well as the 3 Triangle Islands, connected together, all make up the shape of the Triforce. You also got another picture from the legend over there. So yeah, there's not much else in Miss Tetra's cabin other than that. And now it's time to see Nico again. Oh, Link, my old swabby Link. So you're alive. All the other pirates said you'd been done in by that bird monster. Never mind what I thought. You're alive. Oh, I get it now. You came back because you missed me so much. Yeah, that's it. I have no idea why he wanted to be my swabby so badly. I see. Well, now I see why the password was swabbies, because that's what he calls me. Well, after you left, I went back to being the bottom rung on the ladder, which is why I'm stuck here while everyone else is in town having fun and eating and stuff. But I guess being so worshipped by my swabby ought to cheer me up. Alright, it's time for another test, but this one is harder than the last one, because good luck, you'll need it. You can see that there are lanterns hanging throughout the room, right? And last time you pressed the switch, platforms rose up for you to jump onto. Well, this time, there aren't any. Which means you have to jump from one rope to the next rope. Only ropes to jump to. Pretty tough. Again, coming from completely out of nowhere. And that's not all. This time, I put a jail cell gate on this door, too. The switch opens the gate, but it'll close if you don't get here before the time runs out. Run out of time, you'll have to try it again. And somehow, the door just magically opens for them. The switch that opens the gate is in the same place as before, so go step on it. If you get all the way to the side before the time runs out, I'll give you the bombs we got in town. Yeah, you heard me. So give it your best shot, Swabby. Although, because with that gate, it kind of looks like the treasure room is now the brig. What I'd like to do here is like, nah, screw it. He's gonna be stuck in there forever. No, I'm kidding. You gotta do this. This is required. Just go ahead and press the switch. That opens the brig. Now we gotta swing from one rope to another. You notice those two, like, on the left side are kind of like, they're kind of moving. You gotta time your jumps pretty... Yeah, you gotta time your jumps because they're kind of moving back and forth. Yep. Oh, I thought I had it. Ha!
Cheater.
I thought I was gonna be able to make it, but maybe not. But anyway, a little bit of a cheat right there, so you can kind of get back on the ropes. Thankfully, those boxes are still there, or those crates. Now for the last one. And there we go. First try. What? You gotta be... You did it already? You're incredible. Oh, this isn't good. I never even passed this test. How could he do it so quickly? And make it look so easy? And if I give this to him, everyone will know for sure. Oh, I'll be so busted. Okay. You're the best swabby of all time, so I guess I'll just give you the bombs. Go on, take them. Just don't tell anyone, okay? I'm serious. Really serious. If you've never even passed this test before, then how'd you get over here? Okay, whatever. Probably cheated. But anyway, now we got... You got the bombs! You can carry it to 30. Pull one out and press A or throw it to ZR to set at your feet. Try it out. It's a blast! Using bombs while on your boat gives you a mighty cannon, so you can fight seagoing enemies. That's mighty courageous of you, trying to steal treasure from pirates. I suppose I should be shocked, but I'm more amazed that you managed to survive just being tossed out of that tower. The look on your face, I had to guess you haven't saved your sister yet, huh?
Nope.
You don't give things much thought, do you? You just rush in, never thinking how badly things could go for you. Like just now. The only reason you got what you did was because we live with a simple little rat like Nico behind to look after things. No one else would have parted with our treasure so quickly, I assure you. Just how do you intend to use those bombs anyway? Don't tell me you're going after Jabun's treasure too. Right now Jabun is hiding in a cave at the back of the island you were born on. The entrance is blocked by a giant stone doorway. You can't get in without breaking down the door with the bombs. Going to relax in town and eat our fill of whatever this town has to offer, but we'll be leaving for outset first thing in the morning. But, if you manage to find Jabun tonight, then I guess you win. But if you take too long, we'll come sailing right by you tomorrow morning. And believe me, you didn't get all of our bombs. You better be quick, kid. Oh yeah, I forgot I still had that stone. So I guess Tetra heard everything. Come on. Well, now that we're done the pirate ship, it's time to head back to the King of Red Lions. So there's really nothing else we can do on this island. So the King of Red Lions is headed all the way to the other side of the island, but first, the mailbox is wiggling, so let's check it. Good evening! 2 letters for you. Here is your first letter. From Beetle's shop ship. It's time for a semi-annual Big Chance extravaganza. We have bombs now. Our next special sale, check it out in the Beetle shop ship chart, enclosed inside the letter. Offer not available in all regions. Don't miss this huge opportunity. And he gives you the Beatles chart. Now you know where to find his floating shop ships on the sea chart. And now for the second one. If you wish to be a true swordsman, find some knight's crest and return to me, Orca! And he gives you a red rupee. That's nice. So yeah, for Orca, you gotta collect 10 of those knight crests and then return to him. What? Try to get on him. Well done, our preparations are complete. But the girl says it's true, the pirates won't be leaving until morning. You must meet with Jabun and get the pearl from him before they arrive. Let's delay no longer, Link. Okay, first let's change the wind direction. I'll be changing it to the south because, well, Windfall Island is south of here. Well, technically more like south-southwest. Alright, coming up on this square. This square is 1 square south of Windfall Island. So this is Northern Triangle Isle. This is the last of the Triangle Islands. Okay, something about a teacher and Windfall and those kids. But anyway, you'll also notice in this square there is a cyclone. Right now, what you're going to want to do is avoid that, because it will also trigger a mini-boss fight, and you don't have the item to defeat that mini-boss. So if you can't defeat it, it will warp you to an island at random. Now, what I've heard from that is some speedrunners like to use that as a strategy, like to get to islands quickly, but unfortunately because it does it at random, there's a chance it will not take you closer to where you need to go. Okay, now coming up on this square. This square is 1 square south of Northern Triangle Isle. It's actually the very center of the sea chart. This is 6-Eye Reef. As you can see, it looks like 6 on the side of a dice block. Something about a thief on Windfall Island. It's time to move on. I think I'll go ahead and save this reef for another time. considering there's not much you can do with them. Alright, and with that we have finally made it back to Outset. Have you noticed, Link? Morning has not broken since we arrived at Greatfish Isle, the land that was so ravaged by monsters. It is as if time itself is frozen. Perhaps this is the curse that Baloo spoke of. Whatever the reason, this night does not end, and we need not worry about the pirates overtaking us. In fact, it might not be a bad idea for you to visit your hometown family again after such a long time away. We can speak with Jabun after you do. So yes, we are now back on Outset, where our journey started. And you actually do want to go back to your house to go visit your grandma. But as soon as you do, you'll find that, oh, she's sick. Oh, Link, Ariel, don't go, don't leave. Don't leave your poor old grandma all alone. She sounds like she's on her deathbed. But anyway, this is where you're gonna use a fairy. So lock onto her and then use the fairy bottle. And when you do that, the fairy will be used on her instead of you. And she's no longer sick. Oh, Link, is that you, Link? Grandma's always happy to see your bright, shining face. Link, my dear sweet Link, you're safe. That's wonderful, just wonderful. Did you do this? Did you heal me? Oh, you're such a sweet child. Oh, that's right. You and your sister Ariel are trying to be so hard to be strong, and I've just been sitting here moaning and worrying. Ariel's not being strong. She's stuck in jail. I'm your grandmother. I'm the one who should be taking care of you. I'm so sorry, Link. I haven't considered what you must be going through. I'm a terrible grandma. You're not a terrible grandma, because you're about to give us the most overpowered item in this game. The elixir soup! This healthy soup your grandmother makes replenishes all your life, all your magic power, and until the next time you get hit, it doubles the damage you do. Plus, you can use it twice per bottle. You and your sister love this soup, don't you? If you run out, I can make it for you anytime you like. But don't do anything reckless, alright? Oh, we're gonna do something reckless, alright. We're gonna go rescue our sister from the Forsaken Fortress soon. Just not right now. Anyway, now that we've gotten the elixir soup, that's pretty cool. There is actually one more thing I want to do on this island before we go see Jabun. And to do that, we gotta go back to the forest where we met Tetra. Enemies! You are ravaging my homeland! Now, yeah, now at night, your homeland gets, like, swarmed by enemies. And I'm always stupid side. Oh, we got new enemies. Mini blins. Annoying thieving little pirates. They just love to ambush you mostly and hit you with their pitchforks. Thankfully, they're kind of easy kill. Anyway, now you notice the entire bridge is out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head up here, and hopefully I got enough magic power for this. I'm going to change the wind direction to the northwest. Actually, no, maybe to the west might be better. Yeah, let's change it to the west. Okay, let's use our Deku Leaf to go across. Please don't make it, please don't make it. Okay, I made it. Good. Oh good, magic recovery. There we go. Now, heading back to this forest again. I'm gonna go ahead and get my grappling hook out, just in case. But I also need to get out my bombs. Oh, you kidding me, another modula. Get away from me. I don't want to deal here, spiky diarrhea. Anyway, this fountain that, well, this spring that was plugged by this rock, you can get rid of. Oh, whoops.
Kaboom!
I was trying to blow up the rock. And apparently I hurt myself at the same time. Thankfully it gave me a recovery heart. And then going in here... It's a great fairy! So yes, this is one of the great fairy fountains in the game. Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. And by blowing those shiny rose petals on us, she gives us... a purse! You can now carry more rupees! You can now hold to 1,000 rupees! The fairies in this fountain shall ease your weariness. When you grow fatigued from your battles, come here to be refreshed. So yeah, that's another thing that's different about this game compared to the GameCube version. In the GameCube version, your maximum you could carry was 200 at first, where in this one you start out with 500 as your maximum. And now visiting this Great Fairy Fountain, you can now carry up to 1,000 rupees. Also with this, you can replenish, you can get back your fairy that you used on your grandmother.
Yep.
And then going over here, we got some moblins that are poking around. I'll just take their skull necklaces. Oh, dang it, I was trying. That's not the place to go up. Oh, come on! I was trying to avoid the moblins mostly. There we go. Because since I took their skull necklaces, I don't need to deal with them anymore. Anyway, now that all that is done, it is time for us to go and see Jabun. Okay. Oh, dang it. I could land right on the King of Red Lions. Are you ready? If that's the case, then we must search for the cave around the backside of outside where Jabun is said to hide. Well, luckily I know where it is, because it's in a kind of an obvious spot. And we're gonna go see Jabun, and I think we'll end this episode off there. So you go ahead and sail around back, and you'll notice there's this whirlpool here. What you're gonna want to do is go ahead and sail into this whirlpool. Because in front of it... if I can turn the camera... Oh, I gotta get my bombs out first. Okay. That is the mighty stone slab that Jabun is hiding behind. So with these whirlpool things, you're gonna circle around the center 3 times, and at the end of the 3rd rotation, that is when you die. So, you gotta hit the thing with your bombs. You gotta hit it where it's cracked.
Kaboom!
So each major place you hit it with the bombs, it starts to weaken.
Kaboom!
So you gotta hit it in 3 specific places.
Kaboom!
They go from top to bottom. And once you have destroyed all 3 places on the stone slab, the whirlpool disappears. And now we can go see Jabun.
Well met, King of Red Lions.
Well met indeed, Jabun. I am pleased to see that you are safe.
The events that we have long feared seem to have been set into motion.
Yes, it seems Ganon has returned. There could be no other explanation.
If you have sought me out, this must mean you have found the hero of time, does it not?
Unfortunately, that is not so.
Then for what purpose have you come to see me?
The one I have brought with me has no connection to the legendary one. And yet, I sense great promise in the courage that this one possesses.
Promise? You suggest that I leave the fate of this world up to mere chance?
I do. It is the only way.
I see. Then I suppose it is up to the gods to deem whether his courage is true. I give to you The guidepost to the gods!
And here we go. This is Nayru's Pearl, the last of the 3 pearls. You got Nayru's Pearl! The water spirit Jabun was kind enough to give you this jewel, a treasure of one of the goddesses, Nayru, the goddess of wisdom.
This jewel should dispel the curse that Ganon has cast upon this land.
So, that foul rain and endless night were indeed elements of a curse brought on us by Ganon. He must intend to cast this land to pure darkness for all time.
Tell me, King of Red Lions, have you learned the whereabouts of the one who carries on the sacred royal bloodline?
I believe I have.
That is well. You must protect her. She cannot be permitted to fall into the hands of Ganon. I am counting on you.
Ganon's curse has been broken by the power of the pearl that Jabun gave us, so morning should come soon. It is well that we have gathered all 3 of the pearls. Are you ready, Link? I have marked the places where you must set the pearls on your sea chart. I don't know how you managed to do that, considering 1, you have no arms, and 2, you don't have a paintbrush in your mouth like the mapfishes do. Once you have placed each of the pearls in its proper location, proving grounds for your courage will become apparent. Clearly the search for Jabun has shown that Ganon has begun to make efforts to block our path forward. It is certain that the perils ahead will be greater than any you have faced thus far. You should finish any business you have here on Outset right now, so that you shall not have any regrets later. But unfortunately, now that we've gotten Nayru's Pearl and met with Jabun, I think this is a good place to end this off here. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, we are going to be setting sail to the 3 Triangle Islands to place each of the 3 pearls, and make the proving grounds for our courage appear. See you guys on the water side.